Jefferson City Council to order.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Miller.
Here.
Randall.
Here.
Lars.
Here.
Tully.
Here.
Young.
Here.
Teeter. Here. Fire. Here. Miles.
Here.
Thank you. This time we'll entertain public participation. Anyone wishing to address the council may do so. I ask that you state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one.
Oh, right here.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right. Proclamation for National Night Out. City of Jefferson Proclamation for National Night Out 2021. Whereas the National Association of Town Watch, NATW, is sponsoring a unique nationwide crime, drug, and violence prevention program on August 4th, 2021, entitled National Night Out. And whereas the 38th Annual National Night Out provides a unique opportunity for the City of Jefferson to join forces with thousands of other communities across the country in promoting cooperative police community crime prevention efforts. Whereas the City of Jefferson citizens play a vital role in assisting the Jefferson Police Department through joint crime, drug, and violence prevention efforts in the City of Jefferson, and is supporting the National Night Out 2021 locally. And whereas it is essential that all citizens of the City of Jefferson be aware of the importance of crime prevention programs and the impact that their participation can have on reducing crime, drugs, and violence in the City of Jefferson. And whereas police community partnerships, neighborhood safety, awareness, and cooperation are important themes of the National Night Out program. Now therefore, I, City of Jefferson, Mayor Dale Opperman, and the City of Jefferson Honorable City Council do hereby call upon all citizens of the City of Jefferson to join the City of Jefferson Police Department, the National Association of Town Watch, of which we are a member, in supporting the 38th Annual National Night Out on August 4th, 2021. Further, let it be resolved that we, the City of Jefferson, Mayor Dale Opperman, and the City Council of Jefferson, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, August 4th, 2021 as National Night Out in the City of Jefferson. Thank you very much. Al, do you have anything you'd like to add to that? Thank you very much.
I would just like to thank you, Mayor Dale, and the council for introducing that proclamation. And stop out. Lieutenant Joe Schweck worked real hard putting all this stuff together. So if you got time,
Thank you.
see you tomorrow.
Al, when does that start? Tomorrow?
6 to 8 tomorrow.
6 to 8 tomorrow at the Jefferson County Fair Park.
Yes.
Will it be fireworks?
No, none this year. No.
They went to a carnival. Any other questions? There being none, thank you. We'll move on to an update on Meadows Estate subdivision and Meadow Springs Conservatory projects.
All right.
Bill.
You bet. Thank you, Mayor. I put some photos up here. These are some aerial photos. This is Meadows Estates, essentially behind Spangler's. If you have not been to the west side of Jefferson in the last couple weeks, things are looking much different than they have last month. This is a Meadows Estate subdivision that was recently approved. The plat was approved. This is a 26 lot subdivision, 24 single family lots, 2 multifamily lots. Gallots has been out there for about the last 3 weeks. This is Fairview right here. So this is the land that's located between Fairview and Spangler's. And what they're doing right here is digging the detention pond that is on that corner. A couple other photos. This is another aerial. You can see. Essentially at this point what they've done is stripped all the topsoil. There's some very large piles of stock topsoil, and this was last week. Actually, if we see a photo of it within the next week, they've actually got all the roads cut in at this point. As far as schedule, what we're anticipating is that forest landscaping is going to be on site within about the next 2 weeks, probably the 16th, starting utility construction. For those that aren't familiar with the site, we've got a detention pond down in this location here. We've got another large detention pond in this area. this road, S curves and will dead end about this point. Taft Street will come up and intersect here, and then there's a cul-de-sac that extends down here. And then Madison Street, which currently dead ends in Fairview, will extend all the way through to this path and intersect over here. All phases will be constructed yet this year, and from what I understand, there's been quite a bit of interest in the lots. So I think you'll be hearing more about that in the near future on this. But I do anticipate that some builders will be under construction yet this year on some of the single-family lots. So this is a pretty exciting project for us, and so far things are going very well out there. Any questions on this before I move on to Conservancy? All right. Okay. As far as the Conservancy, I won't describe all these photos, but essentially what we've got, Public Works crew's been working pretty diligently on constructing the path. It's approximately 1 mile path that extends right around Fairway Circle. This was a week ago, so there's actually been a lot of progress since then. We have about 90% of the path graded and already stoned. I'm anticipating probably by the end of August that we do have that paved. That's already been approved by City Council. This is essentially looking west from Dewey. The lots right here, you will see those probably by the end of the week or early next week. That topsoil will be stripped. Gallitz is the contractor for Loose Homes, and they will start grading these lots as well. And I'm anticipating that Loose probably starts construction on at least one of these lots yet this fall as well. But I am told that there is a lot of activity on the path already. There's been several residents that have indicated that people are already walking on that trail. So I think that it will be very well received. The brown areas here are all areas where city's contractor that is going to be doing the Conservancy itself has applied a herbicide to kill the grass. So there's 2 more applications, I believe, that they're going to be doing. We will have a trailhead off of Stoppenbach and a location off of Dewey, and then you can access off of Rock Street as well. Gallitz is also the contractor on this site, and they will be starting the detention pond that is down on the south side of the property. They'll be starting that towards the end of this week, and some of that material will actually go out to Meadows Estates for fill out there as well. But this is looking down at Rock Street, so this path is already in all the way through here. There's actually one stormwater improvement that wasn't part of the project, but we were able to get it permitted fast track through DNR, which is extending a storm pipe from the ditch that extends underneath from Fairway Circle. We're going to connect that into the storm sewer over on the corner of Green Street and Fairway Place. That will be a much improved stormwater improvement. So Public Works crews are doing that as well. So overall, the project is going very well, and I think it's going to be a pretty exciting project when we're done, and I think there's going to be a lot of use. This is kind of looking down. This is the old maintenance shed here. The path right here comes through the tree line. It'll come out, and this area down here will be where the detention pond is constructed. So again, I think it's going to be an exciting project, and one that will certainly be well received in the community. Any questions on that?
Good job, Bill.
Thank you.
I just want to say how refreshing it is to see this kind of progress this early in the year, because it's not the way we always did things about that. It used to be we'd start these things later in the fall, and you guys have done a terrific job of being proactive with this. It really makes a difference, and people get that.
Thank you. Whole crews work really hard.
Thanks. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay. If there are no other questions, we will move on to resolution number 39, tonight's consent agenda. Alderwoman Meyer, please.
Honorable Mayor, council members, and citizens, City of Jefferson Resolution number 39. Be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Jefferson, Wisconsin, that the consent agenda for July 20th, 2021 is hereby adopted. Vouchers payable for August 2021 in the amounts of $353,124.49. Payroll summary for July 16th, 2021 in the amounts of $189,374.70, and payroll from July 30th, 2021 in the amounts of $176,550.72. Council minutes from July 20th, 2021 of the Common Council. Licenses as approved by the Regulatory Committee. Liquor licenses. We have liquor licenses for 3 establishments. We have Quick Trip, Casey's, and Main Street Station. Operators license, we have 4 operators license. Kevin Christians for Fairview, Marley Hartford for Harris Landing, Michelle Lush for Golf Course, and Austin Truan Calvin for Rock Bottom. Sales of good in the right-of-way, Ben's Pretzel for Benita Type Family Fun Night, and temporary Class B liquor license for Jefferson Rotary Crop and Burger at the fairgrounds on August 9th. I would so move.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Mars. Any discussion? Sarah, just a point of order, is that the temporary Class B liquor license, is that not a beer license?
It is really. It is a beer license, but that's how it's listed.
Yes, fitness license, temporary Class B beer license. Is what they're doing.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. If there are no other questions or comments, all in favor of resolution number 39, please signify by saying aye. As your name is called, no fear opposed.
Alderman Brandon.
Aye.
Mars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Young.
Aye.
Teeter.
Aye.
Fire. Aye. Niles.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the closed session pursuant to section 19.85, parent 1C of the Wisconsin State Statutes to discuss the hire of a chief water/wastewater operator.
So moved.
It's been moved by President Brandel, seconded by
Second.
Mrs. Teeter. All in favor signify by saying aye. As your name is called, no fear opposed.
Mars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Young.
Aye.
Teeter. Aye. Fire. Aye. Niles.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Brandon.
Aye.
Thank you. We will adjourn the closed session. Would you please pause the camera?
Recording.
Okay, we are reconvened to open session. At this time, we'll entertain resolution number 40, a resolution authorizing the hire of a chief water and wastewater operator. Personnel Committee President, Chairperson Miller, please.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, fellow council members, and citizens. City of Jefferson Resolution Number 40. Whereas there has been an open water operator and wastewater operator positions, it has been determined to be in the best interest of the water wastewater utility that the position be filled when a qualified applicant has been identified. And whereas the Personnel Committee has reviewed the candidacy and is recommending that Robert Kincaid meet the requirements of the position. The recommendation of the Personnel Committee is to hire Robert Kincaid to fill the position of Chief Water Wastewater Operator. And now therefore be resolved by the Common Council of the City of Jefferson, Wisconsin, that it herein approves and authorizes the hire of Robert Kincaid to fill the position of Chief Water Wastewater Operator, subject to the following parameters. Robert Kincaid's starting salary shall be $33.43 per hour and be placed at grade 9 on the City of Jefferson compensation plan. Rob Kincaid will be placed on the PTO benefit schedule after 19 years of service step, 26 days. Robert Kincaid shall start on or before August 16, 2021. Kurt Heavy will be returned to the water wastewater operator position with no changes to compensation. I so move.
It's been moved, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilperson Tully, and discussion?
Mayor, I can't support this. I don't believe that somebody should be able to leave their position, come back a year or two later, and get rewarded for leaving. So I will not support this.
Okay. Was there a vote at the personnel committee?
There was, it was 2-1.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Todd, could you please give me a summary, because our prior discussion occurred in closed session, and we would like to be as transparent as possible with you and public that may be watching this. So if you could just briefly give a synopsis of that. Rob used to work for us, left employment here, and is now returning, proposed to be hired back.
Right, so Rob Kincaid worked for the city for almost 20 years. Took an opportunity with another city about a year and a half ago. Had some change in management here at the city, and Rob still lives relatively closer to Jefferson than not, and we had an open position here in the city. We advertised for it. He was really the only qualified candidate that we got in the 4 applications that we did receive for the position, and we just felt it was in the best interest of the city now and in the future to bring Rob back, as he was really the most knowledgeable person we had in the city for the city's water utility.
Thank you.
So if someone else had applied and who was equally qualified but wasn't a prior City of Jefferson employee, came from who knows where, from up north somewhere, what would his wages be? Starting new with the city, with this being the same water operator, lead
I guess
water.
that would be, it would just be dependent on his qualifications and everything. And one of the reasons we went with this is what was approved in a prior resolution with the city council. So that's where this number actually came from.
So the 3343 wouldn't matter if it's Rob or somebody else. That's what that position is going to pay.
It depends on their qualifications and their skill level and things like that.
Generally, that's what it would be. The 26 days of vacation is that's a direct result from the 19 years of prior service.
Correct.
I'm kind of questioning that one myself.
We did it, we had a wastewater operator that kind of had the same thing, but for a couple of years came back. We kind of just put them, almost like they hit a pause button. We brought them back where they left at, even though they're gone. We didn't like advance them. So Rob left at almost 20 years in, so we backed him back up to the 19 years of service. And we just tried to be consistent between what we've done with past practice and with this situation.
And actually, it's happened with other employees of the city over the millennia, since I've been here, that we've done the same thing. People have left and then came back, and we started them where they left, as if they hadn't left, really. To get somebody with that experience that doesn't need to be trained, that doesn't need to be, you know, what's the value of that? You gotta, how do you put that into words? It sometimes it's a really great opportunity. So.
We're already kind of into the discussion on this in a question and answer format. Being that Alderperson Miller is not comfortable supporting this resolution, is there anyone that would offer a motion in support of Resolution 40? If no one offers a motion in a second, we can't even take a vote on it.
Well, I move it.
Okay.
I thought Ron already had.
I move.
Yeah, you
Oh, I'm sorry.
He just said he would go support it.
Okay, so Ron made the motion, Bill made the second. Is there any further discussion, questions, or comments? Hearing none, all in favor of resolution number 40, please signify by saying aye as your name is called, no if you're opposed.
Alderman Young.
Aye.
Teeter.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Niles.
Aye.
Miller.
Nay.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
And Todd.
Aye. Passes 7. Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Tully, seconded by Mr. Lars. On a voice vote, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned. Good night. Have a good weekend.